Okay, class, please pay attention. I don't want to repeat myself. Practice now 12, you should have this as the answer. X minus 2 multiplied by x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 7. Yes. X plus 3, x minus 7. Can. Wait, no. X plus 3, x minus 7. No, you get different answer. Okay, so the question is versus x minus 2, x plus 3, x minus 7. Are they the same thing? No, they're not the same thing. Let's just focus on this. Can you see clearly? Okay. So this gives us x squared minus 3x plus 7x minus 21. This one x squared. So minus 3x plus 7x we get plus 4x minus 21. Okay, what about the next one? X squared minus 7x plus 3x minus 21. X squared minus 4x minus 21. So are they the same? No, they're not the same. So cannot. What do you mean? Oh, mode 3.3. Is that... What exactly do you do for your mode 3.3 or mode 3.4? Is it 3.3 or 3.4? 3.3. What does that give you? Mode 3.3. Oh, you try to do the quadratic. Oh. No, this is question 2. Oh, question 1. Sorry. I wanted to talk about question number 2 actually. But anyway, since I'm here, then I'll just talk about this question first. What was the first factor? X minus 3. X minus 2. Sure? X minus 2, yes. Okay. Now, what's that? What's his name? Zen? Yeah, wait, you get it already? Okay, so, question number 1. Any issues with this, obtaining this answer? Does anybody need me to go through? No? Okay, then I want to talk about question number 2. Question 2, our answer is 2x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3. Okay, all of you should have this. My question is, do you know that you can actually, some people actually are using their calculators to give them the answer? How do you all do it? Would you like to try and see what actually happens? Okay. Everybody read the question. Solve the cubic equation. 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 6 equals to 0. You are supposed to solve it. How are you going to solve it? Remember in your quadratic equations, for quadratic equation we solve by factorizing. We find two factors for x minus 1 times x plus 10 equal to 0. Then you get two values of x. This time it is cubic. Can you do, are you able to find out the factors easily? This is what I want to have eventually. Then I can find the value of x. But can I use this method again? 2x cubed, blah, 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 blah. Cannot, right? Then how? If only there's a way I can factorize my cubic equation into 3 linear factors. If only there's a way. Is there a way? Okay, can you find just simply one factor? Okay, so this is my approach. Let fx be equals to 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 6. Now we know at the back of our minds it is supposed to be equal to 0. There is a certain value of x that makes this equal to 0. I don't know what it is yet. So now your job is to find the first linear factor. Shall we try f negative 1, 1, negative 2, 2, negative 3, 3? Or is there an easier way for you to show a guarantee plus chop you will work on? Use your calculator. Use mode 3.4 first. Mode 3.4. See what they tell you to substitute in for x. Is there a third one?
Yeah, that's the one. The other one is a fraction.
Fraction. So we don't use a fraction, right? So what shall we use? Negative 1. Okay, let's try negative 1. Now, if I didn't tell you about this calculator method to guess the first one, what would you have done? Would you have used negative 1? Maybe. Maybe not. Then you'll be wasting your time, right? Okay, let's try negative 1. 2 times negative 1 plus 3 times 1 minus 5 times negative 1 minus 6. What do we have? Negative 2, 1. Wait, negative 2 plus 3 is 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. Minus 6 is 0. Okay. Should we be surprised? No, we plan it to be that way, isn't it? Our calculator helped us find the first value of x such that the function will be equal to 0. So we conclude. What do we conclude? What is a factor? X plus 1 is a factor of fx. So now I know that there's going to be an x plus 1 over here. Okay? Since there is an x plus 1 over here, what is going to be expected inside this blank over here? What are we expecting? I give you multiple choice. We have, you have number 1, linear, where it is ax plus b. Number 2, quadratic, where it is ax squared plus bx plus c. And finally, we have cubic, where it is ax squared cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Okay, what goes into the blank? Linear, quadratic, or cubic? Why quadratic? Because we already have x power 1. So it must be quadratic. And what does the quadratic look like? ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, this is one way to do it. Then am I going to use observation or long division if I do this? Yeah, my intention is to use, if I write this down, is to use observation. Okay, I think it should be faster. But go ahead and use long division if you want to. Okay, so let me just remove this so that I have some space. By observation. Observation. Are you sure A equals to 1? What is A equal to? 2. Why would it be 1? You see, the A belongs to the x squared, right? Then I want an x cubed term. It only happens when I multiply by x. So I get A equals to 2. What about C? What about C? Negative 6. Very good. What shall I do for B right now? Okay, so let's try. Just now we let fx be equal to this, right? So what do you want to substitute in now? 1. Okay. Hopefully it is not a factor. Is it a factor? We already know because we use our calculator, right? Okay, f1 gives us 2 plus 3 minus 5 minus 6. This is 5 minus 5 minus 6, negative 6. Then the right hand side, we have 1 plus 1. A is equals to 2 times 1, so 2 plus b minus 6. Okay, this is supposed to be equals to negative 6. So write clearly so you don't make mistakes. Equals to 2 times of 2 minus 6 is negative 4, b minus 4. 2b minus 8. And this is supposed to be equals to negative 6. Alright. Therefore, 2b equals to 2. b equals to 1. So in summary, we can substitute them back inside here already. A equals to 2, b equals to 1. So let's remove it. And c equals to negative 6. Okay, is that the same as what the textbook said? 2x plus x minus 6. At this point in time, anybody lost? Yes, Cosby? Because by observation, I only managed to get A and C. I'm still missing B. How do I find B? Sub in, no? Sub in what value do you want to sub in? I sub in 1. I chose to sub in 1. You can choose to sub in anything else as long as it doesn't end up being a 0. Okay, go and watch the video again if you are not able to understand this part. So now, class, do you agree that my quadratic factor is 2x squared plus x minus 6? Is it correct? Yeah. So is it completely factorized already? Okay, let's see what happens. From here, apparently, x plus 1 multiplied by that quadratic over there gives you 0. Hey, what does that mean? Something times something equals to 0. Something times something equals to 0. So this should be 0 and a question mark. Or it could be the other way around, something times a 0, isn't it? So that I get a result of 0. So what is the conclusion over here?
X plus 1 equals 0.
Okay, so our conclusion is that x plus 1 equals to 0 or
2x squared plus x minus 6
equals to 0. Yes, this is easy. X equals to negative 1. What about this? Do you know how to solve this?
I'm not sure.
Yes, Kevin? Do we need to? Okay, so now your job is to solve this. How do you solve this? What do you mean quadratic? You use mode 3, you get 0 mark. Use the cross, right? Over here, then you got your 2x squared, then you get your negative 6, and you have an x over here, then you find the values over here, and you factorize, isn't it? Okay. So in this way, we are going to get the factors of, anybody did it already? Okay, never mind, the answer is here. 2x minus 3, x plus 2. So this means that we've got, hey, this equal to 0 or this equal to 0 again. In other words, you could have done this straight away. X plus 1, 2x minus 3, x plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, so our presentation would therefore be this. 2x minus 3 equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0. Here we have x equals to 3 over 2 or x equals to negative 2. Okay? Anybody lost? Who is following? Raise our hand. Following. Don't need to look around. If you are following, you raise our hand. Okay, I got majority of the class here with me. Those who are not following, go and watch the video because we don't have time to keep stopping. Okay, now your turn to practice now 13 question 1. Practice now 13 question 1. Okay, first step, let fx be equals to the expression. Although in the question it says that it is equal to 0, now we are going to let it be 2x cubed plus 11x squared minus 7x minus 6. Don't need to let it be equal to 0. It's just an expression. It's a polynomial. So f of 1, am I so lucky? No, I use my calculator to help me find a good value to substitute in. Okay, we show that it is equal to 0, then you must show that x minus 1 is a factor. Subsequently, we're going to have a quadratic factor as well. Observation, 2 and 6, substitute in, choose the value of x, find the value for b. So our expression becomes like this, x minus 1 times quadratic. Now the quadratic can be factorized further. You can either use your multiplication table or your grid, any method you like, as long as you show me what you have factorized them into. They state that it is equal to 0 and get your 3 answers for x. I want to highlight this step. This step is necessary. Otherwise, you will not get the marks. If you move from here to this step, you will lose 2 marks. You must show the intermediate step over here. You can choose to do this or you can use your quadratic formula. Okay? Any questions? Equals to, do you memorize this? Oh, so if I give you this, can you tell me What is equal to? A plus B, right? So this is factorization, right? And then we simply square it lah. What about a square minus 2ab plus b square? What is this equal to? Okay. What about a square minus b square? Okay, very good. So you see that you are able to factorize them straight away. Do you know that for cubic expressions such as this, a cubed minus b cubed, we can actually factorize it. And let me just tell you, sorry, not like that. Let me just tell you straight away what is equals to what. This is equal to a minus b, and we've got a square plus ab plus b square. Okay? Huh? Is it 2ab or ab? Okay, so now I'm telling you that this is the formula that you need to memorize. So take out your highlighter on page 26. On page 26, in the box, you see it labeled as difference of cubes. A cube minus another cube. I can factorize it to give me a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square. This is known as difference of cubes. So above that, we can see that there is a sum of cubes. A cubed plus b cubed equals to a plus b, a square minus ab plus b square. Again, memorize this. Oops. Memorize it. Okay? Now, are you interested to know why is it like that? Yeah, I hope all of you by now don't take anything that I say at face value. You must always ask why. So far everything so far for all the questions I had an explanation. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? So now I'm telling you to memorize this. You should be asking why. Why are they the same? This time I want you to try investigation. You see on page 26, investigation. Part 1 and Part 2, question 1, question 2, do it by yourself at home. You will be able to convince yourself that these are the factors of your sum of cubes and difference of cubes. Basically using your factor theorem lah. Okay, so you can do that yourself. I'm just interested in the application now. Let's move on to work example number 16. Factorize ax cubed plus 125y cubed expressed as 2 cubed. So this becomes 2x cubed. What about the other side? 125. Can I express it as a cube? What is the cube? 5y cubed. Now do you see that I have a sum of cubes? So I'm supposed to factorize this. Apparently it can be factorized. And what do we get? Sum of cubes. 2x plus 5y and 2x squared like that. Are you sure like that? With bracket over here. Okay, then what's next? Minus 2x, 5y, and then plus 5y square. Very good. So 2x plus 5y, and then you work out everything else. Okay, so we have 4x squared minus 10xy plus 25y squared. Okay, simple application, simple substitution, right? What am I asking you to do? Memorize these two only, that's all. Okay, let us do one last question. Practice now. 16, part B. Factorize 64 minus 2x plus 3 squared, cube. Factorize this.